There's the boy. Plasma cutter. Dog is hobbling back to the parking lot. Alright, it's July 16th, 2020, and it's full Corona economy. Last time we ran the turbo furnace, it didn't quite start and we blew a hole in the door. And so the project today is make a better door once and for all. Rented the plasma cutter, and that was only 55 bucks for the day. Tried to make a couple of test cuts in the 1/4-inch plate. Little boy cannot do it, but it did this 3/16 or whatever. Yeah, look at that mess. So we made the cut, we learned some technique along the way. It got better as it went, and now Vincent's gonna part it. Oh, crap.
There's cars over there.
Badideas.biz. Many linear feet of cutting through plate steel sucks. When we get a torch, it's gonna have a lot more power than this little 110, 15 amp boy. Because it's just struggling. It's just a struggle. Everything's a struggle. Just gonna zip these off this way, and these are gonna be kind of sides for a box, of which this is gonna be the top. So we're gonna machine a flat band around the circumference here, and then have that be a specific diameter that matches the diameter of this hole over here. We're gonna weld this piece of pipe onto here, bam, and we're gonna wave it at the lathe.
Big old box. Circle on top.
Yeah, we made the circle a little.
It grew in size.
The circle got bigger.
The whole thing grew about an inch, but there we are.
Yeah.
Let's ask the turbo furnace how it feels about this.
Turbo furnace, thoughts?
I think it likes it.
Yeah, I think it's good. Oh, it's gonna look good. Door quest will be done. Good thing we got this monster rotary table. Now we're going to bring this inner edge to a diameter, and it will be whatever it ends up being. It's daylight. We've done 2 machining operations, and we haven't even ruined an end mill yet, so we're way ahead. These notches on the side were kind of already there when we started, but we did a lot of it along this part, and it looks totally fine. Maybe these corners are a little rounded off. But other than that, I'd say this end mill could be used for something else another day. So we made a machine surface around the inside and then on the top, so that we're going to be able to have a lid that will sit on this surface, and then it will have a little lip on the inside, ow, that has the same outer dimension as the inner dimension of this circle.
350. $400, $410, $415, $420.
Turbo furnace lid. Machine. We're getting professional. 2 years later, we're still on this dumb quest. Wave the hole at the plug.
I can't even feel it wiggle.
Good. Do it 6 more times. Machining.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Built something out of metal that just fits. This is 1 thou, 2 thou with slop.
So our ballpark was
420, and then I just 410, 415. 420.0.
And that's the fit that we got. So the plan is, we just mark these little bolt patterns and we're gonna drill and tap holes. And we're gonna use these clamps to hold the lid of the door on. And at 30 psi, should be like 1,500 pounds. And we asked the engineers what we should do for thread count and all that stuff, and they said, it's fine! So here we go.
Alright, look at this. We did it. Bunch of hungry hippo door latches.
We filled it up full of water for a little leak test. It is leaking from the main seal, but just drips compared to the weld that's dripping like that fast. Or that weld. Or that weld. Alright, well Vincent went in there and reflowed anything that looked like it might be suspect. So I guess, I don't know, the only thing probably left to do is go fill it with water and see if it drips. See if it drips at anywhere that it shouldn't drip. Man, it looks good with that new door on there.
Yeah.
I like those handles. We got a little bit of leak out of one corner. I'm just gonna kind of like mark it with some crayon. We're finally using the slip roller that we made for the project that we made it for. Got ourselves a cone.
At least as much of a cone as we could get with what we had available. So now we've got to zip these off and do the final forming by hand.
Yeah, well, we got a weld.
Wasn't an easy weld.
Was it an easy weld? No.
Could have been if we cleaned it up.
It was a weld.
It's welded.
Good. Well,
Sounded better than last time.
I'm going to put some fins in this thing to straighten out the vorticity. Huh. No boost.
No?
No.
It sounded like it really wanted to.
It really wanted to. Let me help you.
It's a lot easier with lighter fluid.
Yeah, we can fix this.
Let me get a screwdriver. Keep it just a little huff. Heating a little bit. Great, let's pop it open and charge it again. Crap loads of wood.
Alright, so we got done firing it. It took off for the first time. It's an amazing feeling. I can't even believe that we got here. I want to describe kind of the procedure that we used to start it up and what I think worked this time. We took the bag, if you will, off the vacuum, so it's just not trying to draw through a filter. And I think that's kind of what got it over the edge this time. And for startup, basically what I was doing was just holding it wide open with the foot switch or with my hand, huffing with the vacuum cleaner for a good long time. Whew, pardon me. And then once I start to see about like 800 or 900 degrees on the Fahrenheit, on the temperature control, I started to crack this thing open, give it a little bit of water, and just roll that open as the temperature comes up, and I can kind of feel it chunking around, like, I don't know, like flashing over into steam or something. And you know, basically at some point the boost kind of like came up off of 0, and pretty much as soon as that happens, this is about halfway open on the water. I pulled this off, and instantly it just spools up and wants to boost away. And yeah, I was able to kind of keep it at like 0 or like 1, you know, it would happily kind of hang out there, and I could like open it up and it would hang out at about 5 or so. And yeah, it was just deafeningly loud and throwing off tons of heat and smoke and freaking scary, and just an amazing idle to motor.
Hail motor.
Hail motor.
Yeah.